because these don't seal quite perfectly, I guess you put any broken bits just over the gaps to stop any guns getting down. It's also quite handy, I guess, because when you're in here again, or if you are in here again, if you're digging, you're going to hit these wee loose bits first and you see them and think, oh, I'm not far away, or just missed them, cut right through it. I've put a bit of drain pipe through there. Also, it's not the right pipe, it's not perforated, so I just took the saw to it and cut some slits in it, let some water get away if it needs to, but it's a short distance, so it'll be fine. Wait for it, wait for it. Voila, that's that, job done. Amazing how much mess I've made from one tiny little bit of block drain. Anyway, that's it. I'll block it off again just till it hardens off a wee bit. It's still a wee bit soft in places. Don't want cattle running over it when we put them out, or those horses. Put a leg right through it till it kind of firms up a wee bit. That machine, so awesome. It's just great having, oh, there's a bit of water bubbling up there. Oh, we'll just go and fix it. It is worth getting someone in to do it, but you don't always get someone in to do it because it's a small job. For Ralston, our local digger guy who we'd use for all the digger jobs before we got this, like the weir jobs, yes, he would come and do them, but it's a bit of a faff for them moving a machine just for a tiny wee job. Now that these wee jobs can be done by ourselves, it's great. There's no time scale to it, we do it when we want to do it. I really do like the twin fold boom, which is controlled via this pedal. So most diggers you see in the UK aren't twin fold. Apparently a lot more European machines are sold as twin fold, but there's just a lot of manoeuvrability with it. You can reach real far, you can get right in close. I'm a big fan of the twin fold. Not that I've used a monofold. I'm getting on fine with it, I'm happy with it. Happy days. Gate lady likes it too, so. Would you rate this, a dodgy load or a fine load? I'm needing to get the quad bike home and some gates, so we're loaded up. Healthy load that. Hold on, let me do the magic. Yep, she's not going anywhere. Not a chance. To be fair, it might look a wee bit dodgy, but it's absolutely solid. Not budging. It's within the constraints of the trailer. It's solid, there's nothing loose. What's the deal with that? Constraints height-wise on a trailer, on a flatbed like this? Can you just go to the limit under bridges? Is that where you're allowed to go to? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I should probably know that, but pretty sure I'm legal right now. Home to yard one. Just had a phone from Agravista, who sell Hardy sprayers. They've got the part that we ordered yesterday, next day delivery. It's arrived. I asked them to send it straight to the farm, but they sent it to Dundee. Anyway, Steve from Agravista in Dundee, he's gonna run it down the road, we'll fit it, and then he's just gonna hang around till hopefully we get the sprayer working. Right, we're off to yard one. Nice new fence there. Fencer guys are done and dusted. Job done. Tar guys have obviously had a wee bit extra. Kev's in with a drill, not sure why. Whether he's filling up or changing over seed. Can't have been that badly loaded, it's made it. Kev's just having his lunch. Let's see what's in here. Should be some barley. Ah, there you go, he's just filled up. There you go, bit of barley. So he's heading along the road now to yard 3. That's yard 1 here, all wrapped up. Well, actually no, last year's sunflower ground, 10 acres still to do, but we'll leave that till last. Yard 2 is all winter crops, yard 4 is all winter crops. Yard 3, Kev's just about to head there. There's one field that was grassed last year, got ploughed up. So there's 30 acres of that, then there's another maybe 20 acres of half a field we've not finished yet. And that's us wrapped up. So I think by the end of tomorrow, sowing will be pretty much job done. That's just taking these gates off. I need to go and take the grubber off the tractor that we need to use for the sprayer. Dad's going to deal with that because mechanic's coming to hopefully fix the sprayer, so I need to go and see him. This grubber is coming off. Don't often see Dad on the quad bike actually. Gonna make it down the ramps. Clatterbang wallet to the bottom. Tyre update. They're doing the top layer down here, and then that'll give us that access basically. They'll do that patch, then they're going to finish this loop. Oh, look at that seam, it's beautiful. Wouldn't even know it was there unless there was a line and a colour change. They do a good job. It's flat as a pancake. We did actually get a quote for just single layer, so like that. Doesn't finish as well. It gets a wee bit bubbly or wavy in places if you go for a single layer. Yes, it's cheaper. Double layer, it's done, it's smooth, it'll last longer. We just went for it. Double layer. Tilt away from you, I think. Okay, so that valve that we were at yesterday, this is the old one. We've just fitted the new one. This one had a hairline crack, the new one that came. This exact thing, but not broken. 850 quid. Lovely. Changed out all the Doughty washers on it. Changed all the fittings that were in here, the adapters. And we're good to go. Okay, we're back in a field, which is slightly better, but it's still not working. Absolutely brilliant. Steve's just been looking at it and he thinks it actually is this bypass valve that's causing us the bother. Doesn't seem to be turning right. He's going to have a fiddle with it, and he's also phoned the parts department, see if they've got a bypass valve. Machine abandoned in field. Mechanic Steve, who's not actually a mechanic, they're kind of low staffed at the moment, so he's back on the spanners, but he knows what he's talking about, that's for sure. He's running back to either change a micro switch or can get a whole unit, just whatever they've got in the yard. Still not playing ball. Oh. Would love to be moving right now. One, because conditions are good, and two, because if you look closely, there you go. Bolts are just starting to kick through now. It'll be okay, there's just a tiny wee nip through, but don't want it to be too far through. In the last 3 days, I've sprayed 1.5 tankfuls. I've split another valve apart. It seems all good. This is a valve that basically it screws up the way to catch up with pressure, but it won't screw back the way. But there doesn't seem to be any issues internally. It's not good news, still. Update on the car park. Also update here, we dumped a rock so people would stop driving, so people drive to the left of it now. We've had this for years. It's maybe been shaped like this for 8-10 years, and it was absolutely fine for donkeys. No one ever went over there. Then one person crossed across there, and then other people could see a tiny wee track, and they just let loose. We want this free of traffic because that's a kids' play area, so don't want cars passing by right in front of where kids are coming in and out. Anyway, car park update. So second layer tar in a few places has been done. So you can see what we've done is a loop round about here. Didn't do in here because that's where people park. In there is fine for potholes. The plan was to do all this with planings in here like it is already. That was just our old car park, planings. And we'll basically bring the level up to here with planings. But might put some nicer gravel in here because it's going to be a perfect rectangle. It'll just look a lot nicer with gravel, although it will spill out a bit, the gravel. The planings at least make a hard surface and there's not much kind of loose stuff like that, whereas alt gravel is all that, but gravel would look a lot nicer. Nice bit of gravel in here, brings a bit of colour, finishes it off nicely. Yes, there's more long-term kind of maintenance with it, but cheers for watching. See ya tomorrow. Tomorrow, that way. We're going that way to tomorrow, where we're going to have a sprayer working. Post makers should put their logo in their punch, and then they have their logo on top of every single post that they ever drive. Did anyone ever notice it? Maybe not. Does it create a hollow for water to sit in? I guess so. Free marketing though, all the time. One of the fittings from earlier is leaking a wee bit. I've got a spanner. Once I've finished filling up, I'll tighten that up. Right, I think that's it. Let's go spraying. I've skipped a full day, the sprayer's kinda working. got tonight, I've got tomorrow, and that's it. The rain's coming Saturday. Pre-emergence to finish on these oats, pre-emergence to do on some barley here. Oh, Jesus, then I've got a power of winter barley to go and spray. Fingers crossed we get it all done by tomorrow night. Just gonna have to deal with the issues right now and make it work. Finally finished the field I started 2 days ago. Last tank full, that's us all full. That's the thing with anger, it begs to stick around. So if you please Dodge kids hot balloons in the parking lot. The golden arches illuminate the business park. I made my money for the cook sales bushes in the hopes that I got something to go for now. Don't drop my phone, don't drop my phone. I'm needing more chems. Bottle of this. Late night chemical dealer. I'm just filling right up with water. Get a full tank. Right, I've got a bit done. I've grabbed some more chems for first thing in the morning. I'm filling up with water. I need to check with Dad what he's actually wanting sprayed first thing, because there's spring barley and winter barley to spray, and I'm not sure if he's wanting me to do winter barley first, so I'm not going to mix in this chemical. I'm just filling it with water, and I'll decide in the morning. I can just recycle the water from the tank through the mixing bowl and put all the chems in that way. I feel like a contractor doing long hours. What a nightmare. Anyway, rain's coming Saturday, so Friday tomorrow we will try and beat the rain. Wish us luck. See you in the morning. Guess who just got back today? Bang on the money.